What's more powerful, 10,000 silver talents or 3 fingers full of flour? Today, we're diving into a mind-blowing story from the Megillah that reveals why the world's biggest bribe couldn't defeat the Jewish people. This lesson is based on the teachings of the legendary Rabbi Ovadia Yosef. Before we get into the mystery, hit that like button, subscribe, and ring the bell so you never miss an update. It started with an insane amount of money. Haman approached King Ahasuerus and offered him 10,000 silver talents, billions in today's value, to wipe out the Jews. But where did a government official get that kind of cash? The Midrash tells us Haman ran a dark crowdfunding campaign. He went to every business owner in the empire and asked, "Is your Jewish neighbor out earning you? Is he taking your customers? Give me a few shekels, and I'll make sure he disappears." Blinded by jealousy, everyone chipped in. But when he offered the money to the king, Ahasuerus said, "Keep the money, just kill them." Why did he turn down the cash? The Talmud gives us a famous parable. 2 neighbors lived next to each other. One had a huge pit in his yard that he couldn't fill. The other had a massive mound of dirt he couldn't get rid of. When they met, they didn't charge each other. They were just thrilled to solve each other's problems. Ahasuerus hated the Jews even more than Haman did. He was terrified by his astrologer's prediction that a Jewish king would succeed him. Little did he know, his own future son with Queen Esther would be that very king. Rabbi Ovadia Yosef shares a fascinating detail. One night, the king couldn't sleep. Why? He had a recurring nightmare that Haman was murdering him to take the throne. He woke up paranoid. Why hasn't anyone warned me about a coup? He wondered. Maybe it's because I don't reward the people who save me. He called for the Book of Chronicles and found the entry about Mordecai saving his life. Did we reward him? He asked. Nothing was done, the servants replied. Just then, Haman walked into the courtyard. Ahasuerus thought, "Here he is. He's coming to kill me in my sleep." The rest is history. Haman ended up parading his worst enemy through the streets, while Haman was busy plotting. What was Mordecai doing? He wasn't lobbying politicians. He was sitting with children, teaching them the laws of the Kmitza, a specific ritual in the Holy Temple, where the priest takes a handful of flour using just 3 fingers. When Haman arrived to take Mordecai to the palace, he saw the scene. Mordecai finished his prayers, and Haman asked, "What were you doing with your hand?" Mordecai explained the Kmitza. Haman looked at him, defeated, and said, "Your small handful of flour has defeated my 10,000 talents of silver." Haman realized that the spiritual energy of Torah study, even by children, is a force that no amount of money can buy or break. Finally, we look at Shabbat Zahor and our eternal struggle with Amalek. Why is God so obsessed with remembering what Amalek did? Rabbi Ovadia tells a parable about a king with a beautiful garden and a ferocious guard dog, a massive Amstaff. The king's son was a bit of a troublemaker and jumped the fence. The dog, not recognizing him, bit the boy badly. The king wanted to teach his son a lesson without shaming him directly. So whenever the son misbehaved, the king would yell, "Where is that dog? I'm going to get him for what he did to you." The meaning, Amalek only attacks when we are in Rephidim, a place where we relax, rafu, our grip on the Torah. God loves us. He doesn't want to criticize us directly. Instead, he says, "Remember Amalek," to remind us that when we stay strong in our heritage, the dog can't touch us. Friends, the lesson is clear. Our strength isn't in our bank accounts, but in our connection to our roots. Let's strengthen our study and our unity this Purim. Don't miss the chance to turn these words into action. The essence of the day is giving back. If you would like to fulfill the critical mitzvot of Matanot LaEvyonim and Secher L'Machatzit HaShekel on the day of Purim itself, which is the primary time to perform them, you can do so through me. Your contributions will go directly to Avreifim in Israel, who dedicate their lives to the same Torah study that defeated Haman. please reach out to me directly to arrange your transfer and ensure your mitzvah is done in the best possible way. Thank you so much for joining me. If this inspired you, share it with a friend and let's spread the light. Have a joyful, powerful Purim. Important note: the essence of the mitzvah of matanot le'evyonim and zecher lemachatzit hashekel is to perform it on the day of Purim itself. The highest way to fulfill this is by supporting avrechim, dedicated Torah scholars in Israel who sustain the world through their learning. If you would like to transfer your donation through me, please feel free to reach out. However, the most important thing is that every one of us merits to perform this mitzvah and supports these precious scholars. This is the true strength of the Jewish people.